Well, here we are again, Purple Valkyrie. I have a treasure trove of paranormal and unexplained events and what appear to be extraterrestrial encounters. I sent you this article from the Irish Sun. It is dated April 16th. The title of it is Caught on Camera. Pentagon has classified video of two car-sized ball of light UFOs shadowing a U.S. warship, says the same filmmaker who brought us the Tic Tac video from the Nimitz group a couple of years ago. What's your snap reaction to this thing?
Yes, this is interesting. As you say, this is a relatively new one that's been declassified, and I love the way that they describe it as car-sized. That's a little bit vague. It's like, are you talking a UK-sized car or a US-sized car?
Let's just say a Honda Accord, because everybody knows what a Honda Accord is. We'll just default. That's the size of the UFO. What's crazy about this is, and this is something you and I have talked about quite a bit, is the phenomena of these floating spheres of light. And they're obviously not swamp gas. They're obviously not a reflection of stars or a weather balloon, and they appear on radar.
Yes, absolutely. And these are being, reported by multiple people. These aren't just single people just happen to be hanging out on deck and they catch a quick glimpse of something shooting past. No, these are things that are appearing out of the clouds, or even in some cases out of the water, and they are interacting with the ship. They're following them. They're, traveling back and forth, and it seems as soon as they're spotted, they disappear.
This was reported on April 16th. Now, this occurred with the USS KEARSARGE, and this encounter, I'm going to guess, actually happened at sea, which really, really minimizes any type of weird atmospheric refractal things involving light. The interesting thing is that this has now been locked away and is marked as classified.
So you're thinking there's perhaps more to this story than first met the eye?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? First of all, if you think I trust the news to tell me even what the temperature is and trust it, I don't. The same documentary filmmaker, Dave C. Beatty, who produced the 2019 film The Nimitz Encounters, the famous 2004 United States Navy encounter with that Tic Tac UFO object, said he knows that the video exists. What are you reading into what he's not saying or saying in that?
It seems like he kind of preemptively knew all about this before it was ever leaked. And now I would be curious to know if he has seen the footage. I would assume perhaps that he has. And as you say, this has now been locked away in the vault. So I don't think we're going to be seeing this anytime soon. But I would be very curious to see what his take on it is. And as you say, this is from the same guy that produced the Nimitz Encounters.
As we've talked about before, this comes at the same time that the United States military, and I would say some of them around the globe, are starting to talk about mysterious phenomena like this. It's now being openly talked about. Like so many other things, the question is, if it's not real, what are they distracting us from? And if it is real, why aren't they telling us about it?
I think that's conspiracy talk.
Well, but there's so many things I want to say right now. I would lose my channel. Yeah. Beatty again revealed the details of the USS KEARSARGE's encounter earlier this month, as it becomes the latest United States warship to have allegedly been shadowed by UFOs. Now, this phenomena was described by sources familiar with the specific encounter as odd and menacing balls of light that are said to have been following around a half a mile behind the ship and around at 200 feet above the deck, above the ocean. So that is some low flying phenomena.
That's an interesting wording as well. To say a ball of light is menacing. That's an interesting take to have. And as we said, these aren't just appearing randomly. They are following these ships around.
Yeah, and at a low altitude. This isn't like some atmospheric trick. It's something. Those things don't follow you around. Mr. Beatty told the Irish Sun online that the United States Marines who sighted the object filed a report on the incident with the United States Department of Defense. The report included a video, but that footage is, as we've mentioned, now marked as classified. And again, it shows that the United States is becoming more open about UFOs. See, I doubt that. I'm just gonna say no. No. You know what would be open is if you put it online and let us all look at this footage and let us know what was going on. I'm not saying we need all of your sophisticated comm and censor stuff, but if somebody's taking a video, yeah. As we close this thing out, what do you think? I mean, do you think this happened? I mean, we don't have a lot of details, but boy, it's just weird that people are dropping stuff like this randomly.
It is curious, and as you say, this isn't the first one that's been dropped recently. So I would be saying, you know, what are they trying to distract us from? This seems to be a kind of continual drip, drip, drip of UFO encounters, and not just, you know, just random people off the street. These are military folks that have seen it. These are people who have gone through the, you know, proper lines to report these incidents and to get them on record.
I mean, the other thing that is curious about this is that these were not United States naval personnel. They are obviously the ones that are on these naval vessels. Now, the Marines, of course, are assigned to particular duties on those vessels, or they are getting a ride from the Navy, or they're conducting a variety of training exercises, things along those lines. I just found it interesting that the article pointed out again that these were not United States sailors. These were actually the United States Marines. And of course, we all know a couple of Marines, and we might live stream with one. So I find that when gentlemen like that tell us something, I tend to believe them. So very curious article. Well, thanks for talking about this with me. I hope we get more information on this. I am going to do a little more research, but we'll see everybody on the next phenomenal video. Have a great day.
Take care.
As ever, this is Salty Texas Sea. I am Corey DB. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you've seen and heard, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you on board. That way you know, and we have things like live streams, which we are going to be doing every Tuesday evening. Take care. I hope you're having a great 2022.